I want to show our viewers this lineup, which would put a 20 something old, a 30 something old to shame, given that you've done skydiving, you ran the Nashville Half Marathon in 2010, you summited Mount Kailash in the Himalayas, for viewers to locate where that really tall mountain peak is in 2010. You ran the Chicago Marathon in 2011, where you gave the example of the pregnant woman who delivered soon after having run and completed the marathon. You summited Mount Kilimanjaro in 2012. You ran the Boston Marathon, and I've been reading your book, and the anecdote around Heartbreak Hill was specifically interesting for me. And the Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon, place that both of us have had the privilege of calling home for several years, and then the 100-mile bike ride, the bungee jump in New Zealand in 2019. I think you did it in Queenstown in the South Island, did you?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And San Antonio Half Marathon in 2021. Oh my goodness, that is just such an impressive lineup, Dr. Taher. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I am dying to ask you, how old were you when you started doing these things?
Uh, 61. I'm 74 now. So, in the span of 10, 12 years that I've done, it is interesting that, I must mention that, uh, when you do the thing that you fear the most, death of fear is certain. When I jumped out of the plane earlier on, I was so terribly scared. I actually wore dark pants. So, but the idea was that was the situational fear. But when I did my bungee jump, I mean, the video can show you if
Yeah.
somebody has a chance to go on YouTube. I am flying like a bird and enjoying every moment of because fear is gone. And some of these things about my marathons, it is so important that there are humorous anecdotes behind it. Like, for example, and helpful ones. For example, the one in Boston that you talk about, the Heartbreak Hill. I started off, it was cold. So the toboggan that you wear, the woolen cap that you wear, and then it started getting very hot. So I
Yeah.
discarded it. And then I had $20. My wife always says, take $20 and put it in your pocket. So I went up to a couple who the guy was wearing a hat, a Boston. And I said, can I have your hat, please? I'm really, the sun is too. And he was reluctant, but she elbowed him and said, give the damn hat to him. And then she said she did not even take the $20. But
You mentioned.
as I was going by, he said, look, mate, this hat was with me for 10 years, so you better finish the marathon. That inspired and motivated me. And then I went around looking for him. I went to all the organizers and I said, please, I want to return this hat. And I hope he's looking at this, talk, or he's reading my book. So I really want to return his hat back to him. But these are the people who are great.
Well, I must say I will join you in putting that call out, and we're a Boston-based nonprofit here, and in the Boston area. If any of our viewers right now watching this are in Boston, you watched, you were a spectator in the Boston Marathon. When was it? In
2014, after the bombings, because I did it for that
Yes.
in
So in
2000.
2014, and if you remember, giving your hat to the gentleman who I'm talking with at this point in time, please come forward.
I got it very safely. And you know why the Mumbai Marathon is very dear to me? Because I grew up in that city.
You mentioned, yeah, and I
Mention I have my first love and my only love from that country.
right.
I and the camaraderie between the runners is so great, and the respect. That's where the respect comes, of the Eastern respect, where they when you have a place where you have to go for water, they'll stop and they'll hand you the water, and they're trying to break the records.
Right.
He says, "Sir, have it. Uncle, have it," because
Yes.
it's a great thing to
Yes,
say.
I read in your book about that, and obviously, I'm a Mumbaiker at heart. I spent long years of my career and my life there. So reading that part about the Mumbai Marathon, the Standard Chartered Marathon, was really inspiring, and it was very nostalgic for me too. I'm going to hold up this wonderful book, Dr. Tahir, that you've written,